So Hypernova Solar is George Mason University's very own solar car team. What we do is we design, build, test, and compete with fully solar-powered electric vehicles, and then we race them in international competitions against teams from all around the globe.
I am the mechanical team lead, and what our team does is we design all the mechanical components of the car, so the chassis, the frame, the suspension, and all those moving parts, basically anything that's not electrical.
I am the CAD lead and the systems lead, and now we're dealing with all the mechanical issues of the car.
So we design the battery pack, we design the CAN protocol, anything that has to do with the solar arrays, the battery pack, or the communication in the car.
People are always working so hard, and there's so much interest on the team, and every time we meet on Fridays or whenever we have time, we are always working, sharing about car things, or maybe just to have some fun.
So I see Hypernova Solar really becoming one of the foremost visible solar car teams in not only the entire country but the entire world. I'm hoping to make solar car racing more than just an engineering competition and more of a real world startup in a way.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to today's Hypernova Solar meeting. First things first, please type a 1, 2, 3 in the chat if you can actually hear me, so I know I'm not speaking to myself. I'm going to move forward with the assumption that you all can hear me. So thank you all for joining. My name's Alex. I'm the president of Hypernova Solar, joining you from my no longer dorm room. I'm joining you from my home in Manassas with a slightly longer hair and a slightly longer beard as always. First things first, thank you all for joining. Today is May 30th, it's 5 p.m., so this is the first summer meeting of the year. Still trying to figure out some summer meeting plans. I know that you all might be used to us having our meetings on Fridays, so Sundays may or may not work for some people. I'm noticing the view count so far is pretty low, but we'll keep track of attendance, and if people say they can't make these Sunday meetings, then we'll switch them to another day, so just be aware of that. We do have some important stuff to go over today. So if anyone joins the meeting late today and they miss the stuff we're going over in this live stream, please just remind them of all this, everything we're about to talk about. Cool. I've seen a bunch of 1, 2, 3s in the chat, so I know you all are watching. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into today's meeting. So again, this is the very first meeting of the summer. It's been about 5 weeks since our last meeting. So I just want to say thank you again for joining us today. We're going to go over just some team updates. We're going to talk about in-person meeting plans, and then we're going to go over progress that's been made on the various sub-teams and what needs to be done in the short term. First of all, welcome to the new members. We do have several new members on the team that have joined us over the past few weeks. If you are a new member, after this live stream ends, we're going to be hopping into Discord. Please join me in the general channel, and we could just talk a little bit, get you guys acquainted with the team, what's going on. Introduce you all to some of the leads, just kind of ease the transition onto the team. So please join me in the general channel after this stream ends here in about 10 minutes. So quickly, let's get into summer meeting plans. First off, we're going to start having in-person meetings again, but these are going to be on Fridays instead of Saturdays like typical. So general in-person meetings will happen Fridays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at the Manassas Build Space. They're going to be very similar to the Saturday meetings we had back in the spring, only these are going to be longer. We're going to allow more people to come to them. They're going to be the same place, but we're just going to do more stuff. These meetings are kind of fluid. They go by Johnny's schedule. So hold on 1 second, sorry. They go by Johnny's schedule. So, you know, if Johnny can't make it 1 week, like I know he can't make it the following week, that might just be a meeting we have canceled. We're trying to see how these meeting dates will work, but Fridays are what we're planning on for right now. Quickly, just going into the requirements again, you have to be fully vaccinated to attend the meetings. Currently, we're limiting it to 10 people per meeting. I expect that to change soon, given that George Mason just revised their guidelines. I talked to Johnny the other day. He doesn't know if they're going to expand that 10-person meeting anytime soon. I expect it to be changed, but for right now, it's just 10 people. A reminder that if you want to use the machine shop tools, you must take the fire extinguisher safety training available on the Environmental Health and Safety website. So just go to ehs.gmu.edu, sign up for the fire extinguisher training. That will allow you to use the lathe, the mill, the welders, stuff like that. So how we're going to do this is every Sunday or Monday, we will post a sign up link in Discord. It's just going to be a Google form that you can fill out if you want to attend the in-person meetings. You have to fill out this form if you plan on coming to the in-person meetings, because this is how we're going to decide on who's actually allowed to come, because I know a lot of people are planning on coming. Signing up does not guarantee you a slot, but the earlier you sign up, the better shot you have got coming. So if 15 people sign up, we're most likely going to choose the first 10, as long as that 10-person limit remains. So please sign up if you plan on coming to an in-person meeting. We will message you during the week whether you have been allowed or not allowed to come to this week's meeting. It depends on what we're planning on doing at the meeting. Sometimes you will be allowed, sometimes you won't. It just depends on what's going on and what the meeting goals are going to be. We are planning on having meetings at other places, so we do want to start meeting on the Fairfax campus. So if some of you live further to the north and you don't want to drive all the way to Manassas, we are going to have meetings somewhere on the Fairfax campus. We're waiting to see if we could get permission to meet at the new mix, since that's where we're going to be meeting in the fall. Specifically, we're thinking about having the logistics and business team members meet out there during the week, but we do not have permission just yet, so we will have to wait and see. So that'll take a few weeks before we could coordinate that. Final thing. We do plan on having more than just once a week in-person meetings. So if you feel that you have more in-person work that you want to get done, say you need to do more welding or do more fabrication or just other stuff, please let me or Mike know, and we will coordinate with Johnny and the other build space controllers to see what we could do to get more meeting times. I would really like to start meeting 2 or 3 times a week, especially as we kind of get rolling on the fabrication of Hypernova 1. But let me know what times work for you and when you all want to start doing that. So quick team updates, just kind of progress that's been made over the past few weeks. Or not progress, this is just various team updates. First off, again, the Mix at Horizon is looking for new staff. So if you're going to be living on campus in the fall and you want a part-time on-campus job, please let me know. The Mix at Horizon does have paid positions available. You're going to be helping with 3D printing and with laser cutting and all the other type of cool stuff that happens at the Mix at Horizon Makerspace. So if you would like to work in their Makerspace, please let me know and I will get you set up with a job there, hopefully. The other thing is, if you haven't already, please follow the Hypernova Solar social media accounts. It's very helpful when we post stuff on our social media and people actually like and retweet that stuff. It helps get our image out there. It helps, sponsors think that we're, doing more cool stuff because a lot of people are liking our posts, stuff like that. Follow our social media, damn it. I'm going to make it a requirement here soon. Cool. Now we're going to get into updates and goals for today. First and foremost, frame subteam. I know we've been doing a lot of work on frames. I want to kind of pause and see where we're at. I want a full report diagnosis on where the frame is at currently. Have we finished all of the harness and other mounting locations? Have we finished the door assembly? Have we passed all of our impact regulations? Are we ready to actually begin the mechanical safety document? Are we ready to start welding? That is the critical path. I want to begin welding as soon as possible. So let me know what needs to be done on the frame side. If Matt, if you're here, I would like to talk to you about that today. If either of the twins are here as well, I'd like to talk to you about that as well. Electrical subteam stuff. The main thing to do is really getting Orion ready to drive. So we have the new battery management system for the Orion battery pack. So if there are any electrical members available on Friday to come to the build space to work on that, that would be fantastic. We also need to begin a CAD model of the Hypernova 1 battery enclosure. So if there's any people here who are fluent in CAD and do not have a current task to do, working with the electrical subteam on the battery enclosure would be very helpful today. Suspension subteam. Rashio, if you're here, I would like an update on, or I would like you to update everyone on how the suspension stuff is going. I know we got the new steering rack in and we got some other components in that have yet to be CAD'ed. So if anyone is available on Friday to do some in-person CAD, getting those models, making a CAD of the parts we got in and shipping those into Fusion 360. That would be helpful. Otherwise, I could do that on Friday if no other CADers show up. But also just getting an update on how the front and rear suspensions are going. I'm pretty sure those are getting close to being finished. I'm not sure though. Belt printer. Belt printer has been making great progress. We did the fabrication of the bed assembly the other day. So as you can see with the picture of a cream and the standard banana, you can see this 3D printer is really big. This is what we believe to be the largest belt printer in the world. So we are very excited about that. All of the rest of the components come in. God, I cannot speak to you. All the rest of the components came in. Linear rails, belts, build tack sheet, motherboard, power supply. So we're ready to begin assembly on that. We just have a few more CAD things to work out. But if you are interested in doing more 3D printer stuff, we're going to have more meetings this coming week at my house in Manassas to actually get this thing built and tested. The next meeting we have, which is probably a week from now, that's going to be the first day we actually hope to get our first movements. So full assembly of the printer and begin first movements. Logistics sub-team. So a lot of fundraising stuff has been done. We did raise $1,000 over the past 2 weeks from Walmart, who continues to remain our largest sponsor. So good job on that. We need to continue working on better ways of organizing and tracking sponsors. So I know we really want to get into reaching out to some of the big name sponsors here soon to either renew their sponsorships or get new sponsorships. I know we also wanted to email systems engineering majors more plans that we could do for recruiting this summer or in the fall to help prepare for that would be very useful. Orion, so we had a meeting the other day to do some welding on Orion. So here's a picture of Johnny and Abigail doing some welding on that. The final 2 bars have been mounted for the new rear suspension. We machined the remaining brackets that we need to hold on the new rear suspension. Main things we need to do is we need to find a new coilover. We need a coilover that is at least 6 inches in overall throw. Apparently we have to find something of approximately the same weight as well. I'm not sure, but if we can find a new coilover today, I will buy that as soon as possible. And then next in-person meeting, we need to weld on those final brackets and just fit everything together. And hopefully then we can actually start driving this damn thing because I am ready to start driving this car. Other than that, that is all the updates I have for you today. Let's just go ahead and jump into the Discord meeting. I know there's not I see that there's not a lot of people in the live stream right now. So if there's not a lot of people in your sub team today, go ahead and jump around to some of the other sub teams, talk to people, see what's up. Kind of, I want to start having these conversations again about what progress needs to be made and what people's plans are for the summer. Do not leave today's meeting without talking to me and Mike directly because I want everyone to kind of update the leads on what's going on with them, with their sub team, and with their progress. So I will talk to you guys over in the Discord.